stove.
Okay,
Hi guys, I'm Danielle.
so I'm Ren. I'm the papa.
Hi guys, and welcome.
You stove.
Hey guys, and welcome welcome to the Lucky Stove. And yeah.
Just stop.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Otherwise, the government will listen to your every move and watch your every sentence. Hey guys, and welcome to the Lucky Stove. I'm Danielle, and today we're going to do something awesome. Awesome, miraculous. You decide. Today, we are going to enjoy the wonderful condiment of ketchup. I haven't had ketchup since I started my keto journey, so don't laugh at me or roll your eyes, okay? And yes, I know there are plenty of recipes online out there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to follow one, so stay tuned and I'm going to show you what to do. Following Wholesomeyum'S recipe, and with Wholesome Yum, the recipe looks pretty simple because sometimes when you're making a condiment, I mean, come on, a condiment, you don't want to be buying all sorts of ingredients just for a condiment, right? I mean, you can get it at the 99-cent store. There are no 99-cent stores here that I've seen, but you can get it at Big Bazaar. Okay, so why spend so much money on a keto sugar-free version of something that you can get for like pennies because you want to be healthy? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a saucepan. She said get a small saucepan, and I'm gonna be an overachiever and use this middle size saucepan, and I'm gonna set it on my scale. So if you follow me, you're gonna be able to see what I'm gonna do next. Some tomato puree, like I said, so we're gonna add that in, and I'm gonna tell you as we go. She says 170.1 grams of tomato puree. Oh, tomato paste, she says, not puree. But this is what I got, so you do what you got. I am so tempted to lick the lid, but I'm not gonna. I love tomato puree. Okay, so put this on the scale. And now I'm going to go ahead and start scooping. She said 170.1. So we're at 103 right now. Now we're going to use, actually she doesn't call for pepper. I don't know why I pulled it out. I put pepper in everything. But now we're going to use paprika. And that's 1.23 grams. So I'm going to zero this out because I just have a feeling I'm going to go over anyway. Like, how do you do that? That's why she has a metric system on her website, and she also has a U.S. customary. And this is where the U.S. customary would come in, because it's kind of like, why? Like, oh my word. There it is. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to err on the side of 2 grams. I'd rather. Alright. That's probably 1.23. That's okay, you can't see me, but I'm laughing my face off right now. Okay, now garlic powder. Knoflook, aye. So, now this one has more of an amount. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to terra it and go for 2.46. So, I'm going to go for 3. Don't forget, seasonings have carbs too, guys. So you need to mind your macros. Honestly, when it comes to seasonings, at first, when I first started keto, I was counting seasonings like nobody's business. Oh my word. You should have seen me. I was like, oh, that's 4 grams. Oh, that's 4 grams. Oops. Oh, well, I like garlic. Put 4 grams of garlic powder in there, but we're just going to have to live. It won't kill anybody, I hope. Now, ground cloves. It says 0.62, so guess what I'm going to do? If you know me now, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tear my scale out. Because I do grams. I do follow the grams because it's easier. And sometimes I don't have spoons or the right size spoon. And I don't want to go through all that. Besides, that's less dishes to wash. All right, so of course it helps when you are more exact. And this is not exact, is it? This may not taste like ketchup at all, but but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh my gosh. Okay, raise your hands in the comments. You know how to do this if you have a phone. Raise your hands if you ever made clove apples. You know what I'm talking about. There's those apples that you did in class with your teacher to give to your mother for Mother's Day or whatever, and you got cloves and you pushed them into the apples, and then oh, it was such a beautiful smell, and the mommies or daddies or whomever you gave it to were so happy. I want to see I want to see hands if you did it, and if you didn't do it, ask me a question. I mean, I'm here. Like, why is ketchup so off limits for keto, for example? Now that one I can help you with.
Ketchup is Polish.
Okay, so now I'm gonna add the cloves. Now I love this. I know I keep on talking about the cloves, but it smells so good. It smells like Thanksgiving. Oh, it smells like Thanksgiving, and it reminds me of when I was a kid, 5,000 years ago.
Dang.
Oh, okay. It says 0.62 grams of cloves. This doesn't say clove. It says kruidnagel. Now you know a new word. Kruidnagel. Cloves. Kruidnagel. Cloves. Now, since I made my scale fall asleep, I'm going to wake it back up. I should give it a gender, right? It's either going to be a her or a him. And wake him back up. Wake her back up. What do you think? Should my scale be a him or a her? 0.62 grams, which means that I'm going to get as close as possible. Yeah, use it. I am an advocate for the scale, but in this case, dude, like seriously, use the teaspoons. Okay, I'm just going to push it to 1. Is that okay? I'm gonna stop because I'm pretty sure that's like 1 already. I'm gonna zero it back out to wake it up because it's sleeping on the job here. And let me see here. We did the garlic, we did the paprika, we did the cloves, and I'm surprised it doesn't say salt. Now she also mentions using mustard powder. I don't have mustard powder. I couldn't find it in my shop. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I went to all of the grocery stores, I would have found it. But I want ketchup now and not later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste it. And if I feel like it needs the mustard powder, then I will add it. The same thing. She said to use 37 grams of onion powder. She says use 37 grams of onion powder. She says use 37 grams of onion powder. Aroma fond condiment. Yeah. I see a picture of an onion. You know I don't follow rules. You know I don't follow rules. That's why Lydia's baked goods always turn out right and mine don't. That's why Renee's dishes always turn out great and mine taste good, but they're always different. They're never the same. They're never the same. I can never replicate them, but they still taste good. And I'm gonna use this. It smells good. I reuse it all the time. It's high in carbs, y'all. I'm not even gonna play. This for 100 grams, there are 7 grams of carbs in this. Whereas you could just get onion powder and use it like that. You do the math. Mind your own macros. I'm minding mine and my family's actually. Here we go. I'm gonna put this death trap, as some of you would call it, into our ketchup so we can have ketchup. But you know what? My ketchup is gonna taste good. And what else? It's gonna be sugar-free. And I'm not going to pay some artisan prices for some sugar-free ketchup somewhere that I have to order somewhere. I rant. Okay, 37. I should probably not put 37 grams of this in here. Lord, will you please? Look, this must be a female because it is being so stubborn. That's not nice. That was very sexist, wasn't it? Hey, I'm a female. And the scale is not wanting to cooperate. This mess is going to be disgusting now. I just have a feeling. I've got a feeling. You see, another reason why spoons are probably in order. Because this thing just went all haywire. And now she's not telling me anything. Yeah, I helped you. It's a she. Now, let's see if I'm going to zero it out again. And I'm going to do a tester. I'm going to put this here. Okay, so it is measuring now. Kind of. 0.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I'm gonna have to go to her website. I wrote this down so I wouldn't have to. But this is ridiculous. Well, she said 44 milliliters. What is it? 44.36 milliliters. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a measuring cup. Oh my word. So, I have my little measuring cup here. Something that I disrespected along the way at the very beginning. I'm sorry, cup. I'm sorry. Adelina gave me these cups. She sent them all the way from California because I was looking for measuring cups and all we could find was a scale. And at the time I didn't care about scales because I wasn't measuring anything. And even the measuring cups, they were only for cake mix and making bread that I got the recipes from. Oh man, I'm afraid really what this is going to taste like. But we're just going to press on. So, this says 85 milliliters. I'm just going to put half of it on there. How you like me now? How you like me now? Alright, here we go. How you like me now? Whew, white vinegar. Alright, so we've got this vinegar here. I'm just really sad because the possibility of me ruining or wasting a can of tomato puree is really disheartening me. You don't understand. It makes me sad to think that I may have wasted a good can of tomato puree. I'm gonna whisk it in now. Let's just hope for the best. She also says to add 250 milliliters of water. I'm sure this sound is horrible, but I'm going to give this a taste in a minute after it's well combined. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot the sweetener. Okay, good. Okay. Well, it smells very strong. It looks pretty, but you know I did this completely wrong. So, we're just going to, stupid fly. The flies all of a sudden, they want to be living in my house, trying to take up residence, and then they don't get the hint when we massacre their brothers. Hey, you know what? That's alright. Let me add this, sweetener. She said to add 50 grams of powdered sweetener. Since we're not in the... I want to try. I just want to see if the scale is going to read. I mean, come on, man. You know? Okay, so we're going to give this a shot. Some milliliters, mode, grams. Oh, okay. Now let me put this in here. Hey, it might be reading. Hey. That's just 1. I'm just going to go with it. So we'll do 51 powdered sweetener. I ground this up myself in my coffee grinder, my seasonings grinder, whatever you want to call it, grinder. I did that. But really, you can use your blender to do it. Now, that is really, it says 50, but we know that it's really 49 because there was 1 already added to it. I'm trying to get all this down and stuck. Forgive me. All right, that's good enough. It says 50, so we know it's 49. But I mean, it can't be any worse than it can't be any worse than what I've already done. So we got this together, and I'm just gonna add this. I'm gonna mix this up too. You see, I'm not even close to being done, but I talk too much.
I've been told that a lot, so it's nothing new, folks. Here we go, mix this up.
Mix, 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 and then I'm going to grab some water. So here's the 250 milliliters water. This doesn't change. It's not a scale sitting on a battery. Oh well, shut up, right? Quit crying. I'm going to add this to the pot. 250 milliliters of water, like I said. Honestly, you need to cook it on low for, watch it turn on the wrong one. Okay, good. First try, yay! But that's not gonna work. You need your eye, you need your fire to be underneath your pot. Otherwise, you're not cooking. You're just burning the sides of your pot. That's not helpful. So, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna scrape off all of this goodness. You see, guys, things work out sometimes. Don't ever give up. You see, I didn't throw it out. I didn't give up. I just kept on going. We make a lot of mistakes in life, but we can't just stop. We gotta keep going. And sometimes good things come through the bad things. There's a scripture that talks about that. Which one? Guess. Comment down below if you're a Bible reader. I know, that's all. This is a Keto Cook channel. How dare you talk about the Bible? If you've ever watched any of our videos, you've seen us sitting down praying before we eat. And it's not because we're praying that the food is not going to kill us. It's because we're giving thanks. So comment down below if you know what scripture I'm talking about. In any case, I've got this going. You need to have it on low. I was going to say medium low, but everything I usually always say medium low, but not this one. Low. 30 minutes or until you think it's thick enough for you. It needs to be thick enough for you. Because right now, I mean, I would be highly upset. I'd be upset if somebody handed this to me and called it ketchup. Because it's thin. Look at it. That's thin. What is that going to coat? Maybe my finger. Just kidding. I wasn't kidding. I was going to stick my finger in there. But, I mean, I need some kind of self-control. Now, what we're going to do is let it simmer for 30 minutes. Stir it once in a while. And at that point, I'll check and see if it's thick enough for me. If it is thick enough for me and the family, Lydia will be the tester. Because she's the one who's been she's been itching for ketchup. This needs to cook, simmer, and I will see you when it's done, okay?
Well, how does it taste?
You want to know the truth? It tastes a little drab.
Alright guys, we tasted it, and
Real good. Why'd you leave out the mustard?
my jury is in. It's a loaded jury, I'd say. A quarter teaspoon of mustard is what I'm going to add into it. She said mustard powder anyway, so it's not like I'm making something up, guys. She said mustard powder. This is mustard sinap, cheddar picante. I said that all wrong, and Renee will probably tell you later how to say it right. But in any case, I'm going to add this in. Quarter teaspoon in the whole mix, just a quarter, okay? And I'll mix that up to go along with it on low, prima, prima, prima. And we're still trying to let it get thick. You're supposed to let it go as thick as you want it to be, and then afterwards, if she says optional, but it makes it awesome, you throw it in the blender, and you blend that for 30 seconds. I don't have a blender. I have an emulsifier. I may or may not do that. I feel like it's smooth enough except for this chunk of mustard that won't break down. It won't break down! Okay. Alright guys, so I'll come back to you again when it's ready, and then you'll get to see what we have with it.
Play a horror sound.
Do it real close.
Sorry, I'm getting these weird angles.
Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 20 so minutes. I didn't set an alarm or a timer. I know, but she said until the thickness that you think you would like. And so for me, that's good. Check this out. Yeah, okay, fine. I let Renee taste it. He said he doesn't like it. We gotta remember, folks, I messed it up, remember? The scale messed it up. It did not say anything. It was keeping its mouth shut like, I'm not happy with you. I'm not talking to you at all. I'm not gonna tell you anything about what you want. But in spite of all of that failure, I have lekker sauce, whether or not it's ketchup. Who cares? Well, I care, really I do. But to me, this tastes a little, it tastes like ketchup to me. And I mean, if you think about it, there are all kinds of ketchups. Especially since I've moved here, I've found that there were ketchups I did not like at all. And so I kind of stopped eating ketchup. Because I couldn't anyway, I've got ketchup now, I just gotta let it go down. I'm so excited. No xanthan gum. And it plops. You see? It's thick enough. Now the next test. See? I mean, besides the fact that it's really burning my finger. Ha ha! Still tastes good. It burned my finger, but it tastes good doing it. Alright, so that's it for the Lucky Stove, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. May your stove bring you luck or a coupon. And again, do not forget to like, subscribe, and answer my questions on the comment screen. And check out to see what we do with this ketchup. Bye.
Okay, guys, don't forget to comment down below. Guys?